Hello, and welcome to what is tentatively named the SSL Adventure Cast for right now. Uh, we are going to play some Dungeons and Dragons, and talk about the Simulation Soccer League to make sure we meet that requirement, so Liam can claim the points. If we just go around and introduce yourselves, my name is my form name is Aenir. I play the player and GM of Soul, Human. Also with us, we have Jess.
My turn. Do I go?
Yes.
Yes, I'm Jess. Username Schuldpaddor. I play Helena Soderberg, who is currently on loan to Seoul here. Having a great time. And I'm going to be DMing a game for these fine folks.
Okay, Liam.
Okay. I am Liam, obviously, and I have a player for Seoul who joined last season. And the player's a right back. Liam Ryan's my player. Should be good to play some D&D.
Okay. And to my understanding, it is your first time playing Dungeons and Dragons, correct?
Yes, correct. Should be fun.
He's not in the league, so he's not talking.
And we
You
also
just have to imagine him.
yes, and then we also have Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm not in the league, but I have
But she is
played
talking.
kids before, so.
Okay, so to start it off, we just had Sim Day Match Day, Season 8 Match Day 10.
That's right. The one that I simmed was match day 9, so if this was the next one, it would be 10. Yeah. Totally normal.
6 points clear.
Let's go.
Yeah. We only need one more win, don't we? Because 3 games left is to guarantee promotion. Because if you win, they'd be still 10 points behind Montreal, even if they won. Which would mean we can't. Montreal couldn't catch us unless we lost our next game.
So basically, win clinches a promotion spot for Seoul. A draw does not clinch, but puts us up 9 with 3 to go. Assuming, because they're 10,
This
assuming they
Montreal
left with
win.
less, because they'd have to win. Basically, Montreal has to win out to have a chance.
Which I tried to lose for us by playing the wrong goalie. That was insane.
Wait, did
We
they
were
play the
down
wrong
2-0
goalie?
at the half. I started the wrong goalie. That was on me. That was a simmer screw up. My first of my simming career in the past 3 seasons. It was my fault.
It was annoying they
But
brought on Powell on the for Juracek. I reckon an inactive for who hadn't updated in like a season, so that was tough.
Yeah, so see what
Sure.
happens there is I am very soccer illiterate. So when I'm simming, if there's an injury, I basically just look and I'm like, okay, who has similar position little letters to the guy that just got hurt? I'll just put that one in. I have zero knowledge of like who is good or what would be a good sub, so I just look for the closest thing I can find and put that person in.
Which that's fine because it was to my understanding as a GM that uh, it's first on your bench. It's position first. So center mid got hurt. Center mid goes in. If you do not
That's what
have
I
a
try
center,
to do.
if you do not have a center mid, then I think it might go to somebody else. In that case,
Hmm.
that might have been the human comes on. But we do have a center mid. That's why I actually kept Powell and Speed and signed
Yeah.
Tom Taylor just to have some insurance at these positions in the chance that we have an injury.
Doesn't happen often, but it does happen.
Yeah, which actually, speaking of injuries, I'm going to bring it back to today's game. I think the injury uh, Ragevic suffered is what opened that up for us.
Mm.
Yeah, we didn't. Would that have been who was on the right? Was that where we scored all of our goals?
That's
Our
their left.
right's
Our right.
Okamoto, isn't it?
That'll be uh, Holmberg is center right, and Kennedy, or first Ryan and then Kennedy, were our defensive wingers running on that side. Okamoto and Soderberg were just being ridiculously awesome in the middle.
Yeah, they were absolutely insane today.
Wow, we.
Yeah, the first one was.
Meanwhile, we score 7 goals, and my player does not even have an assist.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. I don't know how that seemed to happen today.
Just what she does. Goodness. Whew. Hmm. Did you ever get a 7-4?
No.
Was it like probably was the injury that helped us?
Like I said, I think that's the
Oh,
injury was a key part because we outscored him 5-2 after the injury.
yeah. We weren't getting much highlights before before the injury, and then we started just going scoring, and it opened up the gates for us to do well.
Yeah, that injury really helped us. So we finished the season. Let me pull up the schedule.
Saying is we should just start trying to murder people.
Yeah, the Blood Bowl way. We finished the season home versus Inter London, away at Red Star, home versus Accra, away at Montreal. So not impossible. We got
You
some
need to win
really
one of
really
them.
tough games there, and the games that people might think are easy are away. So
Always a chance that someone beats you at home if they're at home. There's always a chance if it's a home game. If if we beat Cup Step, we would have had it already. Was it only lost to London?
our only loss is a 1-0 loss away to London.
That's annoying because London kept drawing. So I
Yeah,
feel we could have probably beat them.
so what ends up happening is for when you submit the files, you're supposed to save the tactic, and then you don't have to, but you can put a preview picture. So I've just been doing stupid shit. Jess is laughing. Like
Every time I get to Sim D2, I'm like, oh god, what has Ainer put in here now?
oh, it's all stupid stuff. Actually, let me pull some of those up. Let's see. So yeah, keep chatting while I'm looking for it.
What are you looking
I have
for?
nothing to
Sorry.
chat about. We're supposed to keep chatting, and I'm like, oh, what am I chatting about?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, good times. Got my update in this week. What's everybody updating? You can tell people because it's fine. It'll be in before like this podcast is graded, so you're not giving away any secrets.
There may be a little mishap with my update. I still
Uh-oh.
haven't done that yet. I've got to do it.
It's all right. You
at
got till
some
tomorrow anyway.
before tomorrow. Yeah, I should be
Yeah.
fine with it.
Let's see. Will
There it is.
I have almost 1,700. Very
Well,
exciting.
that's pretty good. That's very good.
I'm a season 1 player, so I'm like
Oh,
I will hit
yeah.
regression soon.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I have it up on the
When do I hit
screen right
regression?
now, so you guys cannot see it currently. But it's first one was Moby Dick. Then it was the aliens guy. I'm not saying it was aliens, but aliens, that guy. But I have Texan Iceland. Season 8 M4 was the Army of Two back to back. And specifically, the reason I thought about this is for London. That's match 5. I sat there and I'm sitting there going like, I don't know what to do. Like I couldn't get a result, just like this Reykjavik one. So I put if you are familiar with the classic meme, fuck it, we'll do it and we'll do it live. I put him that just saying we'll do it live. I have it back on track.
I will say, I can tell you as a simmer, nobody else themes their tactic submissions, so I appreciate it. Yes, I can. Well, so you see it when you import the tactic into FM, you'll see it there. So like for a minute when you import it, it shows it up like as a preview.
Yeah.
The text
so,
does,
like,
yeah.
what I had for Montreal was something. It was something stupid in French. It was like, I'm not saying I am against the French, but I don't like Montreal because it has the Canadians in there, and I tried to make it so it's the Canadians, the hockey team, and not Canadians as in
The this reminds me of
I did a
there
Blues
was
Brothers Soul Man.
this like AP style recommendations thing went around where it was like, here's how you should use person first language, which is great. Like you don't say like the gays. You say, you use person first language. So you say like people who are gay. But one of the examples that it used was the French. Like, so this has been going around with like all of the
Please,
French
pardon my
Canadians
French
that I
cousin.
know.
People with French
Please, pardon
nip.
my French cousin.
All of the French Canadian folks I know have been laughing about this for like 3 weeks because they're like, no, I promise it's fine. You can call us the French.
But
It's not a slur.
so what I end up doing is just trying to be something silly. And this actually goes all the way back to when I first became co-GM 2 seasons ago. I did stupid little things. You may have seen some of them. Like one was a Mario one. One is, if you're familiar with The Legend of Zelda, in one of the first games, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this, and it's the Master Sword, I believe. Only instead of the Master Sword, I got rid of it and gave him a yellow card instead of the sword.
Nice.
It is 8:45, my dudes.
Okay, so and actually
Yes.
we 15 more seconds. We'll get 15 minutes.
So thanks.
Ooh,
And then we can get going with
Ooh.
what everyone's actually here to listen to.
Aaron.
Is us
Yay!
playing D&D.
Yeah.
And there we go, 15 minutes right there. So now we get to actually
hit
get to the
regression
fun
after
part.
next season. Sad.
Hey, you
I
had your
don't-
chance. You had 15 minutes.
I don't want to hit regression. Regression is theft.
Chris, check. Check.
Oh, I love that. Futurama references. That's last soccer related one that we'll get to play. I attempted to claim a player named John Zoidberg. Purely, I
Oh
don't
my
know
God.
everyone that great.
Like, we had like a discussion about that.
So I was sitting there and I was like, "Oh, John Zoidberg." I talked to him, had a good chat with him. I was like, "Oh, I'll try to claim him." And Romana went up and yoinked him from me. But
So the
I
fun
can't be
story is like, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was like, I can't be angry because he also apparently the Romana GM also knows him. So it's like,
Yeah.
that's fine. Shit happens. I would have loved to have him because he was asking because I quoted Futurama to him in Discord, and then he's like, "Oh, it's nice to see someone who appreciates it." And then I showed a picture of my player in my in my player thread, which is the Futurama. If you're familiar with the episode where Earth fights Zoidberg's people, and there's like Decapitodian there with like a wig and a fake mustache and glasses, and that's the picture I used for my player.
Perfect.
Amazing.
I'll put it. This one isn't for people watching. This will be just for the people in the RPG channel. I'll find it and put it up there.
There is like this whole kerfuffle with that claiming because, Romana had highest waiver priority, but they forgot to tag the player, and so then Hollywood tried to claim them and did tag the player, and we were like, no. Okay, the first two claims were invalid because nobody tagged the player, and then the clock started with the Hollywood thing, and then Romana was like, okay, I realized my mistake. I'll tag the player, and then Hollywood was like, well, why don't I get the player? And we were like, well, because the clock started when you claimed them, and it just was a mess.
Yeah, I made that thread and I goofed up, but once Romana claimed it, I wasn't, even though
Yeah.
I made a mistake, I was like,
Yeah.
he's got the higher priority, I'm not going to claim again.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no point, he'll just snipe me.
Yeah, he figured it out.
Yeah.
But I think for a second there, people were like, oh, did somebody steal a player on a technicality?
There is
I was like,
funny
no,
thing,
look,
it's
if the posts were not valid, then the clock doesn't start.
Oh,
So
I completely understand that. The funny thing is, though, I could have claimed him, but I traded my waiver wire, I think, to
Oh, yeah.
for a first rounder in season 10.
Right.
And this is no offense to anyone who came in through the waiver wire. I came in through the waiver wire, not past trade deadline. But I don't know how good many waiver players are going to be. And this is before I even talked to John Zoidberg's manager or whatever, however we term that in this league. So I just kind of I'll stock on draft picks because eventually
It's already
that shoe's going to drop, or we're going to affiliate with other leagues, and we're going to have a huge influx of players.
We want to. It's just a matter of having places to put people.
Yeah, I get it. So
We got to get managers to do
GM,
stuff, and
tell us about this module we're playing.
All right. So let's see. We'll open the start here. Quick notes. Nope, that's quick notes about the Roll20 module. So this is a 5th edition adventure for 3 to 5 players. We have 4. Perfect. Of 5th to 7th level. Everyone is starting at 5th level. If you are not 5th level, you should be leveling up to level 5 right now. There's some combat. There's also a lot of intrigue and role-playing and thinking things. So this is not a full murder hobo module, but there will be some combat. The interesting thing about this is it is a single part of a series. You don't have to have played any of the others to understand this, but if we really like it, there are like places we can branch out from here. There's other aspects to this that we could play if we really like this one when we're done with it. Yeah, this is I don't want to spoil too much, but it's a mystery island. Very exciting. I read about the story a lot today, and it's super interesting. So I'm excited for everyone to play it. I guess we'll get into like party intros when we actually start playing, so I won't make everybody do that now.
I will say, just for people who are watching, I won't say everything. I think we should just tell everyone what class we're playing, so everyone at least has an idea of like
Sure,
what the
yeah.
comp is.
Yeah,
Should we include our race as well?
That's up to
you can do that.
I figured we'd wait for that for the actual character introduction.
Yeah, because you're gonna like when I start, I have everybody go around and like do a little description of themselves, but without being like, I am a 6 foot tall Aasimar paladin, and I have 62 hit points and a dagger of +2 attack. Has anyone watched Harmon Quest?
No, but I've heard
Oh,
of it.
it is so funny. There's an episode where what's her name? Jillian Jacobs from Community guest stars on it. And she just like goes full deadpan with her like reading her character sheet. She's like, I am a goblin, gender M. I draw my dagger with attack +2 and that's just how she plays her character. It's great. Anyway, yeah, I will not make anyone do that.
I am.
I will have you describe yourselves, but
I am a cleric, a life cleric specifically. I am a Dhampir. I have not decided what the other half of my genes was, but I basically am a half vampire.
yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I was going to talk to Jess about what the other half was yesterday, but that did not end up happening. And besides, yesterday was not a very good day for me.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
Yeah. You know
I
those
hope
days
it's
where
better.
everything little just decides to go wrong and just makes it worse and worse.
Yep.
Those days.
Mhm. Yep.
Anyway, moving on. Let's go next.
I'm a paladin.
Say
So
it right, damn it.
essentially, paladin.
I am a paladin.
I'm a paladin.
Dwarf paladin.
I love paladins.
A
One of my
dwarfy
favorite
paladin.
classes to play.
Actually, did we ever decide what his
Dwarf,
faith was? Like, obviously he's not a forge priest, but like, paladins do have to have a faith behind them.
Oh yeah.
I think that's something we could discuss.
He's
over
Oath
over
of
the-
Conquest, but
I think that's something we can discuss over the course of.
yeah,
roleplay,
you can
have
figure his deal out.
that
You don't
naturally.
know he's a charlatan. That's up to you to discover. I'm sure you'll learn that soon enough.
I am a rogue. I'm a kitty. And a
Aw.
rogue.
I wonder what she'll do. I wonder what she'll do when I scratch her underneath the chin.
Oh my goodness.
Probably bite you.
They like
You're gonna
that.
get
Most of them like
sepsis
that.
from a cat bite.
Face.
I guarantee you, every cat I've ever had, almost every cat, if they let you go near them, near that area, they love having their chest rubbed.
So do
Well,
my
That's
little
not what I
dog.
meant.
My little dogs love under chin chest rubs.
Oh
Yeah.
no. My cat does.
More like the sternum.
But my cat is also not near 6 feet tall and a sapient
Dog.
creature.
What cat have you
either,
been using?
so.
Oh,
Okay, and finally, I am a fighter with a subclass of Cavalier. I'm an honor-bound knight. And then finally, Jess,
Ye-
what are you playing?
I am the dungeon master. I am trying not to kill everyone.
She is playing as a level 1 Matt Mercer.
Not wrong.
Please do not set the expectations that high.
Oh no, he's not saying expectations. Let me put it this way. In Pokemon terms, Matt Mercer is the final form. You are the rookie stage.
Yep. I've been doing this for probably 5 years now, and I'm still nowhere near Matt Mercer level because I'm
She's
not a
level
professional
30.
voice actor.
She's level 30. She has most of her techniques. She has a good game plan,
Yeah.
but she doesn't have nearly her strongest moves yet.
I know the game. That's what's important.
Yeah.
I can answer
Yeah.
questions.
Not only do you know the game, you're willing to DM, and that's
Yeah. I am
always a big one.
very, very quickly becoming a forever DM. I have 4 games that I DM right now and 1 that I play in.
To be
So
fair,
Yeah.
that's fine. I love it. I love telling stories.
I did originally offer to run my game, and then I was like, "Oh, are you interested?" And it's like, you're like, "Oh, D&D." I'm not familiar with that. Like, mine is based on a completely different system. It's fudge dice. It's much more limited to the rules. So I figured, especially with a rookie like with Liam, I don't want to freak him out too much.
Just make him learn a custom system.
Yeah, and also I
5e
want
is a good I really feel like it's a good basis because it's not as like super complicated as some stuff, but it's also not like all right, I've sent the music in the RPG channel. If you have Spotify Premium, you can join. Otherwise, I will just send you a playlist and you can just listen to the playlist. Oh yeah, good call. It's just ambiance music anyway. It's not important for the Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like you don't need it to really appreciate the story.
Also, I'm putting it out there. You said you don't raise expectations. Too late. They've been raised. You have come down to D2 and been quite possibly the best central midfielder. So expectations are
I don't
already
do
high.
anything.
You in the practice sims, you for some reason seem to be quite a threat on headers.
Mm.
But okay, moving on to D&D. So
All right. You guys ready? We ready?
I am ready.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You're awake. You look up. Above, you see seagulls passing overhead, sailing through a blue sky, unmarked by clouds. The sun is shining. You feel warm and comfortable, almost as if the sun is telling you that you belong here. And then all around your head, your hands, your feet, you feel soft white sand. Looking around you, you deduce that you are on a beach. The gentle sound of the ocean rushing against the shoreline fills your ears rhythmically. Opposite the ocean, there's a dense jungle with a canopy of trees so thick that it bathes the floor in darkness. You can hear insects and frogs and unseen animals crying out from deep within the jungle. And that's when it hits you. You don't remember how you got here, nor do you even know where here is. And there you are. If everybody looks in the Roll20, you'll see you should be on a beach.
Very
Feel
pretty
free to
beach.
drag your tokens onto the beach if you would like.
Just putting Tucker on the rocks like he's singing
Just
part of your
standing
world.
on the rocks.
No, like
Broke
he's singing
up on
part
the
of your
rock.
world.
Which one's the token? Is it the
Yeah,
Is
so
it
you
the
just dragged on
character?
there. I just added a random dwarf token to your player page so it wouldn't just be the default image. Feel free
Yeah.
to change that if you want. Because that is, I believe, I
Where
pulled
is
that image from Google. It is Ron Swanson as a dwarf paladin. So
God. No, he cannot match up to Ron Swanson. I'll tell you that right now.
you don't know. He may be better.
now you've got 2 of
I
you.
like
so
Liam.
we'll
He seems like a nice guy. He cannot
take
match
one
Ron
of you off
Swanson.
there. Oh, we got two Liams.
Oh, I
Have
put
one
2 of
Liam.
them. I got rid of one. I got rid of.
There's
got rid
one.
of
There
them.
you go.
So, yeah.
Now there's
no.
2 Liams again.
It put back 2.
I put back one because I thought that I deleted them both by accident. But feel free to delete one now, and I will do nothing.
Kigetsu.
But yeah, you're all on a beach. What would you like to do?
Who would like to go first?
Yeah.
You do see each other. You are all like in the same kind of space. Unless you have pre-established it, I don't think any of you know each other or
Well,
recognize each other.
I will
You
say
may have
this.
had a dream sequence about some
That.
spiders.
That. Okay, Tucker's gonna wake up first. He's gonna be clutching his head and he looks around. What the fuck is going on? How the fuck did... Fuck! I don't remember the cat. How much did we drink last night? And he slumps off the rock. Ugh! And falls down next to the slimy boy. Ugh. He starts jostling the massive slime covered in armor to try and wake him up. Hey! Don't ignore me. Calling on you, Chris.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
You wake up and you see Tucker. Would you like to give yourself a description here so everyone knows what they're waking up to? I'm just imagining Tucker falling off the rock. Just like a physical, like, what does everyone see when they look at you as they're waking up?
Titan, I believe she's asking for a description of you.
Really?
Yes.
Yes,
talking
that
to
is
you.
what.
Oh, okay.
Because I want
I
him
ha-
to know what he sees when he opens his
Okay. Hold on.
blob eyes.
For Tucker. Sorry.
You guys
Yes,
are horrible at
sorry.
keeping secrets.
I do not have a good picture prepared aside from the thing from D&D Beyond. So for the moment, I will
Sure,
simply...
describe that for the people who are not watching and are only listening.
Okay. I have shortcut, long silver hair, which sort of rises up in a flame pattern, but not as long as in the picture that I showed last time. I have a pair of silvery white braids of hair running in front of my shoulders, down from my head, of course. Pale white skin, and I don't remember what else I said about that. And right now I'm squinting because goddamn, the sun is bright.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
sunlight.
I may not
Out
be
of
a
10.
vampire, but I still don't like the sun. I still don't like the
Yeah.
sun.
All right.
Okay.
And are you gonna go?
Yes. My character's name is Collard. He's a plasmoid. And I'm gonna drag that onto the screen so the people watching can see. This is just a rough idea of the plasmoids. I haven't been able to find a picture specifically that fits for what I'm going for, but just so you have an idea. So, kind of formless right now. I'm the small little blobby shape. I can choose to become humanoid, and then I look like this. But as a
This is
cavalier,
him
I
right
get
now.
prompted right there.
This is him right now.
Where are you dragging this? Oh, there it is.
Mhm.
That is not.
It's not
Mm.
entirely wrong based on what you
This
showed me.
looks like one
It's
of those
a
little one of those bubble cakes that people make.
I know, right?
JELLO.
And the token is a berserk from the Myth series, just as
Oh,
a
okay.
placeholder. He's a cavalier, he's a fighter, he wears a lot of armor, so very often he wears enough armor that if he's in humanoid form, you don't necessarily know that that's not human underneath.
Kind
Uh,
of like just like an empty suit of armor. You're just like, yeah, that's humanoid.
yeah. I mean, who's gonna go piss off the fighter and try to take his armor off him?
Yeah.
That's a quick trip to a beating. So I'm gonna wake up and say, "What are you doing? It's too early. Go back to sleep." God, you get a fancy internal skeleton and all sorts of manners just go out the frickin' window. I'm gonna go walk over to the paladin, see what's going on with him. Because I can leave my armor very easily. A dwarf paladin, um, smaller, denser, heavier. Three things not very good for traveling on the ocean and washing ashore. I'm gonna go try to wake up the dwarf. Gently, of course, because, I have I have manners. My
You're a
blob
big blob of slime.
my
How
blob
can I
father
wake you up gently?
my blob father taught me manners.
You're a big blob of slime. How can I wake you up gently?
Because
And then Tucker just crawls, half drunk almost, back to the shade of the rock.
so, in true
Amazing.
blob fashion, I will go up to him. I will grab him
Now he's in the shade.
and shake him.
Alright, Liam, you are shaken awake by all that.
Oh
Would you
my.
like to tell us what you do and describe yourself a little?
So I am a Claritin was my background of my character. And for a bit of an appearance, I have brown slicked back hair. Obviously, I'm very short because I'm a dwarf.
Did he say he has a 6-pack of hair?
Slicked
Slicked
back, I
back.
think.
What?
Oh,
Slicked back.
slicked back. Although now I can't get that mental
He
image out of my
thought you
head.
had very muscly hair.
Oh my god! Like muscle on the forehead or something.
Six-pack hair. Oh boy. Yeah.
And obviously I'm short as, but I I awake madly at the blob of slime who shakes me. Try and talk some sense into him, but I realise that he is too big for me to fight, so I just leave him alone.
All right. Is there anywhere you would like to go? Anything you'd like to say? Anything you'd like to investigate before we go to Aaron?
No, that's all, I guess.
All right. Aaron, you're up.
Okay. This is a fairly tall, lanky tabaxi with golden eyes and just tortoiseshell pattern fur. She's wearing dark leather armor, and she's just kind of lounging on. She's awake already. She's just lounging on the beach, keeping an eye on everyone, but doesn't seem particularly inclined to move because the sun is very nice, and the sand is pretty soft, so it's a nice, comfortable position. But she's watching everyone warily, just keeping an eye on what's going on, but not saying anything.
Meanwhile, Tucker's nursing a headache.
All right. So that's our party. What would everyone like to do?
Well, we're all awake now, so I suppose the first thing to do, and Tucker says this from the spot in the shade. What are we all doing here? Does anyone know how we got here?
Nope.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Do you guys not do you guys not remember? God. You get a little bit of alcohol and you just can't remember what you're doing. And right
Excuse.
at that he goes, I don't remember either.
Excuse you, I grew up in a monastery. I can hold my drink better than any of you, including the dwarf.
Fighting
Oh.
words already.
I'd love to watch that competition.
He's calling out your dwarven heritage.
Wow. Can't believe this.
Are we gonna have a TPK on the starting beach?
Oh,
Yeah, you're just gonna
absolutely
kill
not.
each other.
If this little coward's willing to if this little coward's willing to put his money where his ancestry is, we can go into the forest and find something drinkable.
Do you normally look for alcohol in the middle of a forest? Is that common for you?
Tucker looks at the cat girl with a very serious gaze and says, "Everything is alcoholic if you try hard enough."
Clearly you are.
I do believe Tucker has called Liam out.
Yeah, Liam, are you gonna defend
Yeah.
yourself there? Or do you care if he thinks about your drinking habits or?
He is 100% correct. I overdrank last night and I cannot remember a thing. So my guess is as good as yours, as to why we are on this island, or as to where we are.
And if even he can't remember, he must have drank a lot. Granted, I'm no better.
Yep.
Okay, no one remembers why no one knows how we got here. No one knows why we're here. Staying on the beach won't do us any good. I vote we go into the forest and take a look. Look around for anything that might tell us where we are. Any takers? Or am I going to be doing this by myself?
Collard is going to try to head more into or just a couple steps into the forest, see if there's anything visible a little bit further in that you may not be able to see from out here on the beach.
You know, I just realized every single one of us has dark vision. We realized that last week, but then Erin came and selected a class.
Aaron also has it.
Yeah.
Love it.
She did. She got entirely separate from us. So we could literally go into the forest,
God.
the dark canopy, and not be bothered at all.
Love this.
Yeah. No, I just realized what we need to do. We need to start digging and make a Minecraft cave because the lack of light won't do anything.
Oh my god.
Diggy hole.
Diggy hole.
Oh, diggy hole.
Oh my lord.
There's only one dwarf here, though, so cats do not diggy holes.
Oh lord.
Not exactly in my skill set.
Just pretend it's a litter box.
I'm gonna drop y'all on another page that has the whole map, but you should not be able to see all of it. You should just be able to see one little tiny spot, which is where you are.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that is a small spot.
Wow. Wow.
But you know what this tells me? There is a big rocky
What's that?
outcropping.
In the jungle there are mountains there, yes. So I will also tell you, I don't think you can see the grid on this.
No.
You cannot.
Because I think it's part of the GM overlay. But what I have outlined for you there is basically a hex. And on this map, basically it will take you about an hour to walk across one hex.
Oh man.
Okay, good to know. And the mountains are on the other side of said hex, so we'd be walking for a while regardless.
Yes, you are on the very, very, very top little bit there where you can see that little sliver of water. And you can see how it kind of lines up with how on that map that we were just on, the water was north and then this shore was south.
Mm-hmm.
You're right up there on that very top part there.
Very nicely done. Okay. So, are we all
You're
agreed that
like
we're going into the
basically
forest?
here.
Are we all agreed that we're going to the forest, or is the slime just, going and checking it out for us?
Hmm. The sun is very nice, but might as well investigate.
I'm already going somewhat into the forest, so I guess that's down to Tucker and our dwarf friend. Which
We must investigate.
I'm gonna lean back or turn back and say, "Hey, cat and dwarf, what are your names? I think it's rather rude to refer to you as cat and dwarf.
Cat dwarf. The Adventures of Cat and Dwarf.
No, just cat dwarf.
No, cat girl and lava dwarf.
Oh my goodness.
My name is Shimmer.
Okay.
Very pretty name, actually.
And you?
My name is Lim.
I didn't hear that. What?
My name is Lim.
Liam. Got it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Seeing the others introducing themselves, Tucker reluctantly stands up and walks over. I am Tucker.
And
A pleasure to meet all of you, I suppose.
And I am Collard. I figure we should probably get into the forest before the tide comes in and erases all our standing spaces. Unless you want to stand in, deep water.
Solid point. Besides, it will do us no good to stay on the beach anyway. If we're going to be here and we don't know how we got here or anything else that is here, we'll need a home, a structure that we can at least rest in safely.
Calling it a home is a little bit.
Home base, then. Okay. So, Tucker, seeing as no one else is deciding to go in of their own volition, confidently strides into the forest.
You do that.
What do I see?
Please be a trap.
So you see, lots and lots of trees. It's very jungly. Exceptionally jungly.
So it's a jungle out there.
It sure is. I should, if I can't play this right now because I don't want us to get copyright struck from the YouTube or whatever, but I will play Welcome to the Jungle in my head. And you can all imagine it.
Ah, yes, copyright strikes. The bane of all GMs. Wait, what?
Yeah, so, which direction are you going in?
Well, at the moment I'm going southeast, which would be, from my perspective, left. Well, forward left.
That's southwest.
That's southeast. But
Oh,
since
from
I'm facing
your
down,
player perspective, not the person's perspective.
since I'm facing
Okay.
downward, obviously.
Gotcha. Okay.
Forward left,
yeah.
southeast.
Okay. Yeah, you're walking southeast. You immediately notice that it is thick jungle. It's kind of got all of the ambient noise that you would expect of a jungle. The trees are super close together. Everything's, you can walk between them, but it's pretty clear that, there has not been any like deforestation here or anything. This is just untamed jungle. And you do see those mountains up ahead in the distance there.
Sorry, that was an accident. I'm trying to edit something. There we go.
Well, it's nice to see that when you roll a Tucker, you rolled an 11.
Ha ha ha. Well, may as well start off the game with a decent roll.
Sure.
Gosh. Oh my god, that's so obnoxious. This has an encounter table, and it's not does not have numbers on it. So I have to just count what row it.
Oh, boo.
It's incredibly annoying.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
Yeah, like I just gotta count the rows on the table to see what.
Actually, I was going with the licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop joke, but
Oh, yeah.
sure.
No, I know you were, but then I was
1 to 2,
there's
3,
another option.
crash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I figured it out. Good news. I was looking at the wrong part of it. It's fine.
Okay.
It depends on what part of the island you're on. All right. Yeah, so you are you're in the forest. Dun, dun,
That I
dun.
am.
And each morning. Okay, we'll roll just a random d20. We'll see what happens. Okay. You walk through the forest uneventfully.
Good to know. How far do I make it
Are
in?
you looking for anything in particular?
Strong trees or a good clearing, someplace good to build something in. We don't need much. We
Okay.
just need something that can allow us to sleep without, being attacked.
Perfect. All right. So, let's see here. We're gonna roll. All right. So this module actually has special rules for gathering resources and
Okay.
shelter and such. Do any of you have tents in your pack that came with your character?
Check. Nope.
Backpack, bedroll, mess kit, tinderbot,
Okay.
torch, rations, water skin, hemp, and rope.
I have a blanket, but that's about it. The water skin.
So,
All right.
Yeah. Also
So,
water.
according to this, based on what you see in the jungle, it will take you about 4 to 5 hours for you to gather enough assorted resources to create yourself a shelter.
Okay. And that's if
so
I do it
you
on my own,
can-
I assume?
That's together. If you would like to help each other, you can make that a little bit lower.
Well, so far I'm basically doing everything on my own, but if anyone else would like to chip in, sure. Like, this
I
isn't
Does
going to be our...
anybody have nature or survival skills?
Yes.
Aaron
Yeah,
used to.
I have both nature and survival.
All right, yeah. So yeah, you
as well.
cool. Yeah, so you guys are able to probably since you have the skill, you can take that down to probably 3 hours gathering stuff and putting the thing together to build yourselves a rudimentary shelter if that is what you'd like to do.
Yeah. Here's the thing. It's not going to be our new home, but we need someplace safe to go to while we come back from exploring if we plan to ever get off this place. And it's better to have a shelter that we can return to and then abandon as needed.
For a certain value of safe, because
yeah, for a certain value of safe.
So
yeah, go ahead and gather materials and whatnot for
And the world is cantrip versatility. Ah, damn it. Fair enough. I don't recall adding that, though.
Sorry, I'm taking notes and I'm slow to type.
I will occasionally just climb a nearby tree to get better look at scouting out for
Oh yeah, you can do that.
stuff. Oh yeah, I got a climbing speed.
Nice. I will actually show you a little bit more of the map then.
Sweet.
So you guys are exploring to the east and south.
Yes.
Let's see what we got here. Reveal areas. God, where's the thing? I do not want that. Reveal areas. Here we go.
Technology, the greatest foe in Dungeons
Yeah.
and Dragons.
Truly. All right, so this. Go. Got some more trees. The mountains are kind of looming over this, but they are not actually like they're overhead. They're not in this space. You can
Okay.
just see the tops of them from there. So I'll show you kind of that you can see also.
Okay.
Go. Yeah. So by the time you get finished putting together your little shelter, it is getting into the afternoon, and you're all getting kind of hungry.
Can I try to climb a tree and grab some fruit or something?
That would work.
You can definitely try and do that.
By the way, can
well,
I just ask if we're putting our shelter in the middle of someplace or up against the rock face?
Yeah, let's decide where you'd like to put that, because the mountains are not just like a rock face; it is a full-on mountain range. So
Yeah, that's my thought. Like we can
it
make.
will get rockier as you go towards them, but
My thought is we can afford to make. We can afford to make a larger shelter with the same amount of materials if we put one half of the surface against the mountain. It also means we don't need to build out that surface and things can't just break through our shelter that way.
Well, it depends on how steep the mountain is.
Also true.
Yeah. Because if we get a decent enough incline to make a wall, there's no point.
Yeah, that's my thought. So, how do we? Should we roll to find a good incline like that, or do we just get it if we look hard enough?
if you kind of have walked along the beach and you're walking in the jungle and the beach, you do eventually find a place where the land leading up to the beach has formed kind of a rocky cliff over the beach, about 15 to 20 feet high.
That would work. And you know what? Those are my favorite places to start building Minecraft homes because it provides a good vantage point to leaving and getting other resources, access to the water, access to access to rock and mines. It's a good starting place.
All right.
So our blobby boy is looking for fruit in the trees.
Yes.
Yep. And I'm just throwing it out there. With a nature of -1, not rolling, I think every tree has fruit in it.
So the fun thing about this module is there's actually a specific series of checks that you get to make to look for food for a couple of hours. So you get to actually roll 4 different rolls for this, and then the combination of them will tell me what you find.
What am I rolling?
So I need you to make me a nature roll.
Oh boy.
Wow, not bad.
That is a success. So there's 1. A perception roll. Also a success. Roll me a survival skills roll.
Damn.
All right, good there. And then just roll me a straight attack roll.
Unarmed?
With any weapon.
I'll use a lance.
It's to fight off something that would be fighting you for the food without an actual combat. I'm not gonna like make you go into a combat to fight one singular monkey that's trying to eat your face off. Okay,
I don't
so
have a face, thank you very much.
with
That's very human and
sorry, that's very blobist of me.
Yeah.
All right, so you find. Let me just see
wait, 1
here.
second. Did 11 hit?
I cannot tell you. No, it didn't.
I have all of them.
So yeah, so you've probably figured this out here. It's a DC 12 check on each of these that you have to make to find the food. So and how much you find depends on how many successes you got. And you had 3, so that means that you get. Let's see. Oh hell yeah, you rolled really good. You find 5 days worth of food as you are foraging.
For one person or all of us?
All of you. It's for the party.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just throwing it out there because it occurs to me. 4 different races have different dietary requirements, or is this just kind of like? Is it not that? Is it not that granular? Is it just it's food?
No, it's fine. Because you also, you had to fight something, so you can bring that for the carnivore among you. I hope you like monkey.
It tastes like chicken, but everything.
There was like some really angry little like one of those little night monkeys or whatever that was like, no, don't mess with my friggin' fruit tree.
Is this
And
this is actually the story of how we created a plague that wipes out this universe.
eating the monkey.
Soon.
Monkey.
Too soon.
Too soon. God.
To be fair, that was a damn bat.
It's a monkey, not a bat. It's fine. Everyone's fine.
I'm sure what can go wrong when you're eating other mammals?
Yeah,
Oh, come on. I'm
I
evolutionarily
eat
adapted
other
to this.
mammals all the time.
I think at least one of you is not a mammal.
Yeah, me.
That is true.
Now who's
I'll be
being
fine. I'll
blobbus?
be fine. All of you are screwed.
Can you milk a blob?
Oh, if you think I don't eat other mammals. Ah.
Like I said, you guys are screwed.
Oh my goodness.
I'll tell you what. I will drain the thing of its blood so you can cook it without much worry.
Oh, goodness. Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be just going around here making vampire monkeys.
Okay, you joke, but that would be hilarious, and I would love to have a little legion
God.
of vampire monkeys
An
go through
army
the
of
forest.
vampire monkeys.
Oh God, please tell me I can do that.
Okay, so less than an hour in of
Can-
playing, and we've already gone off the
Created
rails.
an army of vampire monkeys.
Chris, we were always off the rails. However
Okay,
much
hang on.
we're
I have
on
to
the
Google
rails.
this. Okay. Okay. Sadly, a vampire cannot can only
Yeah.
parent other vampires due to the fact that they are not vampires.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Vampire monkeys.
But also,
make vampire
probably for
monkeys,
the
yeah.
best. Probably for the best. I absolutely would abuse the shit out of that. Not to make trouble for my DM, but because that's just so fucking fun. Seriously, the idea of a bunch of thrall monkeys bowing to me and then running off into the forest to grab stuff would be hilarious. Okay, so I take the monkey from Mr. Blobby, who I'm not sure. Yeah, he did. He introduced himself. I take it from him, and with great reluctance, sink my fangs into him and start draining the monkey of its blood.
I'll start getting some firewood together.
All right. You are able to do that. I'm going to roll for a random encounter because it is afternoon now, and I do that 3 times a day. All right. Nothing happens.
1 second.
Once the monkey is sufficiently drained and Tucker is full, he hands it off to... God, I wish I remembered everyone's names, but I only see Tucker the cleric in the bio section.
You've got Collard, who is the blob. You've got Liam, who is Liam, and you've got Shimmer, who is Aaron.
Okay, Collard, Shimmer, and NPC number 12. Okay.
I gotta say, it's much less confusing for me when your name is the same as your character. Definitely helpful for me.
Okay, once the firewood has been collected and the fire is nice and going and we have our shelter built, he hands the monkey off to Shimmer so that she can prepare it to actually, be edible.
Do I look like a chef?
No, but neither am I.
Fair.
Cook for us, Tucker.
I was a
That's
monk. We
good.
did all share our duties in preparing the meals, but mostly we ate very bland materials. I'm not entirely sure. I have no experience with butchering a monkey.
I've cooked plenty of things over campfires. Would be fine.
Good. Much as I would like to partake, unfortunately, I am already full. Anyone who chooses to look at him will just notice that he's a little bit disgusted at himself for drinking the monkey.
Not the tastiest of bloods. Yep, I'll skin the monkey and set it up on a makeshift spit and get cooking.
Nice.
You know what I just realized?
Hmm.
This time, it's someone else who brought the tiny thing that they killed to the cat instead of the cat bringing it to the other person.
Right the other way around. Yeah.
It's reverse house catting.
Oh, the number of times our cats brought bird to us. 3 times, actually, in total. Okay, so one of us is shuddering in the corner over having drinking the monkey's blood. Someone else is preparing the monkey. What is NPC number 12 doing?
Liam,
Liam.
that's you, I believe. What are you up to?
It's a joke on his plane name.
I am sitting down in the trees, waiting for this monkey to be cooked. I am hungry, and I'm simply getting tired of Tucker telling jokes.
Tucker is not
So
telling jokes.
I'm just
The
hungry.
god controlling Tucker's string is telling jokes.
Yeah.
Although, as an aside, how did the dwarf get into the trees?
Ladders.
I just wandered into the trees. No one can see me, so
Fair enough.
you just can't even see me. So just wandered, little footsteps. No one even can hear me. So easily enough, I went into the forest.
Actually, it does bring up a question. How heavy armor is he wearing? Wouldn't it make noise?
It does, but that just means you get disadvantage on stealth rolls.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I've played a cleric, and oh my gosh, it's the worst sometimes.
Wait, what?
Trying to stealth in armor is so fun.
Yeah. Fortunately, I don't need to stealth. I can stand on the ceiling.
Also, like getting 0 on initiative, also real fun.
Yeah.
0.
You know, you could just take your armor off and not have that problem.
Yeah, then you can just be naked. It'll be fine.
We're going on a deprived run, boys.
I have no problem with that. No, because I mean, I don't have anything worried about. Blah, blah.
I'm always wearing a fur coat.
Hey,
Okay.
fur is murder.
Ah! No.
When it's
Fur,
still attached to its owner.
Fur does the murder here. Anyway, apparently everything is waiting until Shimmer finishes cooking the monkey, so let's move on past that.
Monkey cooked.
All right. You have a delicious cooked monkey that you are able to eat.
And several...
I'm going to have to find a picture of the cutest monkey in the world.
Looks so good.
And several days worth of rations beside that. Well...
Oh, no.
I found the monkey.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No.
There you go.
Oh, no. Why?
Kill him before he goes up to become a Rasta man!
Wait, do I get to roast him on his own stick then?
Oh my god!
You're gonna have to include that GIF as like visual reference for this podcast, Daniel, so people know what the
Oh,
fuck we're
no.
talking about.
I
Visual
feel
reference
so
images.
Oh no, no.
Oh no!
Bonus points if we see the tears leaking out of the dead monkey's eyes while he's roasting.
I feel bad. I chose Grookey as my starter in my game.
You know, it's just not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with that, but it's because Pokemon-wise, you have not yet been ordained in the Church of the Most Holy, Most Superior of all Pokemon.
Chris,
Squirtle?
how many times do we need to tell you? We are not transferring your faith in the Helix.
Squirtle?
Nope.
He is not arisen. Not in my books.
Squirtle is risen.
It's Omastar. Omanite.
Nope. It's Psyduck.
Oh my god.
It's easy.
That's what Psyduck wants you to
obviously.
think.
Mew is the prophet.
That's what
Anyway.
Psyduck wants you to think.
Delicious monkey.
Anyway, delicious monkey. You eat this. It's getting close to the evening now. Which means I get to roll for another random encounter.
It adds spice.
Jesus.
No, it adds
All right.
sourness.
So there is sweet
Yeah.
and sour monkey. Let's go.
Oh no, that sounds like it is the start of a virus.
Jeez. Sweet and sour chicken is my go-to whenever we can turn this stuff.
I'm more of a beef with broccoli.
Poor Liam's just sitting there going,
I can
"Oh,
get down with
God, I
that."
shouldn't have done this
Yeah.
with all these Americans."
Liam's like, I regret everything. All right. So, yeah, you are all satisfied. You have eaten the food. You are really you have enough food to last you several now.
Yeah,
I am. Oh
a
no.
little bit.
You are.
Says I
Better
have good
now.
quality. Let me quit some stuff.
I think actually hop off the call and hop back onto the call. It might reset it.
Yeah, let's try that. Better? Better at all? Okay.
Yeah, no issues.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so yeah, you are you're able to cook the native wildlife and eat it, and you're reasonably sure that you have enough to last you for several days, and you have a nice little shelter here. I will roll for one more chance at a random encounter, and then oh, exciting. So
You face a beholder.
yeah, just a lit button. All right. So,
You're breaking up again.
What?
I think it has less to do with your computer and more to do with your internet connection. So maybe you should check and see.
Yeah, I have FiOS and it's supposed to be good, but it's been shitty lately. It keeps like doing stupid stuff.
Honestly, what I suggest: Control Alt Delete, open Task Manager, see where the network, see the network stuff, and find what's using the most bandwidth besides Discord.
That's nice, but I'm on a Mac.
Ah,
Oh.
the inferior computer system. Fair enough.
I am a graphic designer. Do you want a SIG or not that I promised you 6 weeks ago? I mean, that is basically how it started for me. I've been using them since I was about 6 years old.
Look,
And
I have
just
nothing.
not been able to. No, I tell people I use a Mac because I'm too stupid to use anything else. That's literally what I tell people.
To be perfectly fair, I'm not exactly a Windows like adherent or anything. It's just
If I
Mac, generally
could,
speaking, is
I'd
usually underpowered.
That's my get destroyed.
Yeah, Mac is better for customization. Windows is better for everything else.
It's like I'm not like a gamer. I do Roll20, I do Photoshop, some After Effects, I do I play Valheim on GeForce. That's the only thing where I've been like, ooh, how can I play this? I don't have a PC. So, like, it works for what I use it for. Am I still cutting out, or am I
No,
okay?
you're
You were
okay
a
right
second ago, but you seem
You're
better.
better now.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, just let me know if you need me to replace or to repeat anything.
Yep.
Yeah, we can take a bio break.
Probably best, especially since it'll help Jess figure
'Cause-
out.
We want me to leave you guys a cliffhanger here?
Oh no.
One second.
Or